Um,
Hey, can you guys see us out there? We are hanging out in the abyss right now. Oh my gosh. Are we
Perfect.
here? Are
There
we
we go.
here?
Yeah, there we are.
Have we arrived live? Hey, good to see you. Gemma in the house first. How are you today? Ronald, Yassine. Awesome to see you all. Welcome.
Jason, Bernie, how's it going? Bishop Jen,
Hey,
how's
Miss
everyone doing? Hope you're all okay.
Bernie. Yep. Great to see you. Jen, awesome. How was everyone's weekend? What Abyss looks the same. Beta at first on our end, we had a tiny bit of a loading Haps H for about a second. So wasn't sure if you saw that first. Beta says you were first. Okay. All right. Simmer down. You're all first. And you're all special. And thanks for coming back. Happy Monday, guys.
Yep. Happy Monday, everyone.
By the way, I'm envious that Veda got to hang out with Brett over the weekend. That's the word on the street. Is that true, Pablo? The rumors?
That is true. Saturday night they had karaoke night, and both Carrie and Veda got to hang out with Brett.
Amazing.
And I'm also jealous because I haven't gotten to hang out with Brett in over a year.
I've never even met Brett. So you guys making us all sorts of jealous over here. Glad to see Brett, our chief mobile engineer here at Haps. For those who have not met him, he made a cameo late last week on screen for a change. He's usually here in the comments with us, giving us the latest when it comes to mobile for iOS or Android, but it was really cool to see him connect in real life with other broadcasters. Yeah, super fun.
Yeah, really fun and a really great broadcast. So definitely check it out. On that note, though, welcome to our community updates and Q&A. So we don't have major updates over the weekend, but there is one big update that we just wanted to let everyone know about, and that is that the team is going to be heavily focusing on essentially reset. The team is heavily working on the infrastructure.
Drum roll. Heavily working on what?
Essentially, they're working on the infrastructure of the app and website so that loading is better. There's a much deeper explanation behind that, but essentially to summarize and to better understand it, that's what's happening.
So your feed will load faster, it will use less CPU, your mobile device should get less hot, and other sorts of perks. So yeah, team's working on providing some infrastructure improvements to be able to roll that out. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and I see a comment. There was an update for iOS last week, 6.6.16. There will be, I believe, with 100% certainty, that there will be a release at some point this week to fix some issues that have been happening, specifically with the Zoom functionality, and also reintroduce some more of the comment interactions and some of the elements that have been missing in that player. However, I wanted to address this real quick from 610 Media. I got a new camera that will blow my broadcast up, but I need RTMP. I'm working on a workaround that may work. If that new camera is, and another question from Daryl, any update on RTMP? Yeah, so no updates in that front yet, unfortunately, but for 610, I'm very interested in hearing what model you have, and maybe we can find a workaround for that.
Right. You shouldn't need RTMP to connect most cameras. It really depends.
I think it's more of a mobile camera, so out and about.
A virtual camera, perhaps.
Correct. Yeah.
Gotcha. Right. Okay. Well, yeah, feel free to give us more details. Yeah, for those just looking to connect a nice high quality webcam or normal video camera, whether that's a DSLR or a mirrorless, it doesn't even have to be full frame. You can actually connect any Canon brand cameras directly. There's a little download that's totally free to turn any of your Canon digital cameras into webcams. And I know there's a lot of other ways to do that with non-Canon brands as well.
Correct. Yeah. Essentially, you just need an HDMI cable and a capture card, and that'll work that way as well.
GoPro 9, nice.
Yeah, so that's what I imagined was.
Yep. That makes sense. So we will definitely provide updates on RTMP stuff. Yeah, I can't wait to GoPro. Can we broadcast to Rumble? Not sure what Rumble is. Is that a platform?
I don't know what Rumble is.
So uncool, Roger. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Please give us some. Yeah, give us some context. Would be curious.
Hey, Yassine. Yeah, so there will be some updates for iOS Player this week. There was another question about a theater mode for viewing. That's a really good question. I will have to ask if that's on the list of items, but I do know that there have been mentions of making a TV app, and people have been asking that, and I know that that is on the list at some point in the future. But as far as a theater mode for viewing, especially on like your mobile, we'll check it out. Gemma's asking how. Well, Gemma, I would strongly recommend researching that specific camera and just search the name and brand of your camera plus webcam, and just you'll find exactly what you'll need to do to make that your webcam.
Exactly. Lisa, thanks for the high award, by the way. Very cool. Appreciate that. It's good to see you on this weekend as well.
So Brett jumped in and clarified that there probably won't be an update this week because they're spending the week doing some infrastructure improvements and bug fixes. So yeah, that's, as I mentioned earlier, that's the big focus for this week. So apologies in advance for if there's not any super exciting news or updates this week, but infrastructure updates are actually super important and do help a lot.
Yep, totally.
Looking forward to that, Mike. Apple TV app +1. Yep, I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah,
noted. Okay. iPhone SE 2020 crashed every time I use app, several times per cast. Some complete crash out of the app, others just out of the cast. No time to report each time. Others having problem. Can I go back to previous iOS? Brett, if you're still in the comments, I would appreciate addressing that with Jay, but I'll go ahead and put that in bug reports as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good question from probably possible or possible probably, depending on which you go by. Wonder if your Wi-Fi speed determines the stress on your device to stream high quality on apps. So it does really, make a big difference to have a strong enough signal specifically for high quality audio purposes. If you don't, it'll actually result in a really kind of pixelated picture. It'll funnel more of the relative bandwidth that you have through to the audio. So that can result in some really pixelated pictures coming through if you don't have sufficient internet strength. So generally, around anywhere around like 8 to 10 megabytes per second upload speed is bare minimum, and above that, will really be optimal for live streaming, whether that is with the mobile device or on desktop. So the faster speed you have, the more you'll be able to do. Absolutely.
Yep. Let's see, getting some other updates about crashing. Okay, here we go. Elena, to answer your question, the boxes that you see when someone joins as a guest and when you see all of them is not what the audience sees. That's just a small preview so that you as the broadcaster or guest know that user is there with you. If you want to see them in a bigger fashion, you hit audience preview or show live. And that'll give you the bigger boxes of your guest on mobile.
Yep. Let's see. Do we do a live together explaining how to use Haps for the Hispanic community? Very good question. Very good question. There are some tutorials in Spanish, thanks to Pablo, but that's a good reminder for us. Cecilio, feel free to email
Oh, great. Lady
Pablo
Boss.
or myself. We can help support you. Yo no hablo mucho español, pero Pablo habla muy bien.
Sorry, what was the question again, Peter?
About could Cecilia was wondering if they could do a live together with you, so you could
Oh,
explain how to use Haps for the Hispanic community, which would be very cool.
yeah, we've done it before. There's also a YouTube video that's titled Haps en Español, and it's a tutorial about Haps in Spanish. What I recommend you can do is, y pues mejor lo digo en español, es bajar ese video de YouTube y ponerlo en el estudio y simple imprima play y eso te va a ir a todas las personas que están viendo tu broadcast. Will there ever be the ability to re-give tips? Not
Love that
the
idea.
way. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be a possibility. Since when you're awarded an award, it gets transferred to dollar currency, and the coins are separate that you pay for. So I'm assuming you mean, can you just transfer the earnings directly into coins? And that's something that we can definitely ask about.
Right. We've definitely had that request before. I think it's a cool idea for those who reach that $200 minimum for cash out, to be able to potentially transfer those into a coin balance is something that's on a backlog, on a list somewhere under consideration. Yeah, but for kind of instantaneous for lower amounts, it's not quite as simple and likely not coming anytime soon. Will there ever be an update where we don't have to leave a broadcast we have been invited to? Not sure what you mean by that, Karen. Don't have to leave a broadcast we've been invited to. Like when it ends, if you're a guest, yeah, please explain more. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, so, thank you. I think she means when you get invited to just hit a button to join automatically on mobile.
Gotcha.
I do know that that's eventually going to be introduced into mobile. Right now, it does exist on desktop, but hopefully in the future that can be reintroduced as well. Mm-hmm. Is there a way to invite someone to the live feed as a guest on camera without them being a Haps member? No, question. Russ. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but the reality of it is that you do have to have a Haps account to join the broadcast. We were playing with the idea of like joining by link, but that might be specific to certain cases. So for now, that is the case.
Yeah, it might be coming. It might not. We're not sure that easy join link for folks who do not have a Haps profile, but at the moment, you do need to have one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Eric, in the rules and guidelines, I've noticed with the usernames, when people bring up usernames in their title and harass and bully other, they will have a warning, or is it an automatic ban from Haps? It's a really good question. It totally depends on the situation. The moderation team collectively reviews any reports of bullying or harassment, and if it's, falls into the realm of hate speech or getting really offensive, it'll probably be an automatic ban. Otherwise, they will receive a warning. And that gets counted essentially. Andrew's asking, what languages do the team collectively speak? I'm not sure.
That's a good question. English, Spanglish, and some Monglish in my corner of the team, at least. So yes, nice. I struggle with English, particularly deciphering comments and questions from the audience at times. But yeah. I'm sure our team probably has some more languages than that represented. When watching a landscape broadcast with several people in broadcast comments cover the left side, it's impossible to see the image. Can the comments disappear faster? Okay, so that's something that we can take to our team, Jane. Really appreciate that feedback. If there's really active comments, like constantly coming in, it's blocking it. Is that what you're saying? When will the Android viewing experience match that of iOS regarding all the overlays, etc.? Asked Brett Walsh. That's a really good question. I hope Brett, our Brett on the Haps team is still here, but that should be coming soon. Our team on Android is definitely working hard to roll back in and implement many of the current capabilities that iOS has. And it's far from over in terms of the product roadmap for Android. So do stay tuned. Let's see, can you have two different channels for two different things within one profile, something of that nature in a channel like I currently have with my sports stuff.
Peter, when you're reading the questions, can you read off who's asking?
Yes. So Mike Patton was asking about how to have two different channels. So Mike, we do have something called Teams, right, which we're happy to connect you with. If you want to have a branded profile that houses one of your shows that's specific to sports or specific to news or music or whatnot, you're able to set that up and connect other people, other hosts or guests that will be regularly appearing on that type of broadcast under that show's team page. So we're happy to walk you through how that works. Mike, please shoot us an email. I think you have our email addresses and we can chat. But very cool idea. Love that you're exploring, beyond sports into some other genres of content. Very cool to see you live recently with NFL draft stuff, by the way.
Cool. Elena's asking, when you get $200, then what? You can get more or it resets? Those are really good questions. So the way that the monetization works on that front when it comes to your earnings is once you reach that $200, you have the option to request a payout, which means that it'll get transferred to you. And then if you do that, it will obviously reset back down to zero and you can start adding that up again. Or you can just wait. If you'd like to wait longer, you can totally do so. It's not like it caps you at $200 and then you have to request a payout. It's totally up to you on when you would like to do that.
Absolutely. Aaron says, did you say sports? Yes, we did. Good to see you, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, looking to build our sports cohort. So tell your friends.
Yeah. Jeff's journey, I may have missed it, but is there a way to show droning? And I'm assuming you mean aerial footage by that with drones. Unfortunately, right now, we don't have RTMP input yet, but once that is released, that is how you would be able to do that.
So another good question from probably possible two questions, actually. One, how do we set up those finance goals for people to reach on screen? So those are automatic, actually. They start and then they double after a certain point. They even jump up, beyond that. So
and to add to that, they reset at the beginning of every month. So
correct.
You may notice that a lot of you reset
recently.
Over the weekend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You didn't lose that money, though. It's still in your earnings. If you go to your profile, don't worry. It's not like we took you down to zero or anything. It's just for the graphics and for the goal of the month for each broadcaster that's auto-generated. Reminder that you can also take that kind of progress bar off screen if you want, as well as the recent awards that have been given. So you're able to customize that. If you want a cleaner look, you can take that off of your broadcast entirely, probably.
Correct.
Entirely, probably.
Got another question from Elena. Why can't others who are not on HAPS but are in a broadcast through another app like Twitter not see other comments, just like those who are on HAPS can see all comments? That's a pretty, the way that you described it kind of explains why. But essentially what's happening is that HAPS as a platform and app is bringing in the comments from those platforms. Whereas if you're watching on Twitter, we can't expect Twitter to bring in the comments from all of the other apps when the broadcast is not being hosted from there. There aren't very many platforms that do what we're doing. And there's a few tools that do it, but they're just tools. They're not a platform as well. So that's essentially what's happening is we provide that as an extra element and tool. It's not to say that we wouldn't want, audience members to participate in those conversations, but that is why it's best to just go on HAPS and watch from there. Jane, when watching a Landscape broadcast with several people in broadcast comments over the left side, it's impossible to see the images. Can the comments disappear faster? That's a really good question. I think this will actually be entirely fixed with a redesign that is going to be worked on in the future. It'll take a little bit of time, but that redesign will make it easier to both enjoy the broadcast and see comments at the same time. Andrews, oh no, I lost my spot. Too many comments.
It's okay. Yeah, lots of comments today, which is great. Question about, can you cash out any amount, or is it all or nothing? Can I leave 200 in and take out the overage? So that's, if you want to leave it in the Haps Bank, you're not able to do that. So you do have to just cash out everything. But you can leave it in there. I mean, there's broadcasters, not going to name names, obviously, we've got thousands of dollars and can cash out, so it's not required, but you're able to, as soon as you get 200, cash out anytime after that. And it's fast. It's really fast.
Definitely. The Haps Bank. Yeah. It's not
not a real bank.
Checking and savings account.
Right.
Lo siento por el español. Estoy en el hospital. I hope you feel better, Kim. Does Haps pay interest? No. You need
not financial really interesting. Just to clarify that time out.
Yeah. Imagine a Haps debit card. What would that merch look like?
Not sure. Probably almost as cool as that mug that I still don't have in the mail from somebody on this broadcast. But you jerk! I knew it.
That's what you get for calling me out.
Of course, he has one directly in front of him right now.
That is exactly what you deserved.
Yikes! Yeah, no Haps loans, Andrew. Sorry.
Lisa has hers.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of the people that got the merch from, what was it, March leaderboard, now have them in the mail or on their way. A few in international locations will take a little bit longer to get to you, but they will get to you. And lastly, just to recap, April invite leaderboard is over, and Randy came in and won again. So congratulations to Randy on
that's Randy. That.
And I know he's talking a little bit about it in his broadcast today, that he's really investing time on Twitch and trying to get users from there onto Haps.
Very cool. Yeah.
Really, really excited about that.
Yep.
Sadie has a question. Hey guys, can you guys please remove the awards on the screen when watching a broadcast? I've accidentally hit an award twice of $3 and no way to take it back. So yeah, I'm assuming you're either on Android or on desktop where there's like a little awards banner. Those will be removed from those two viewing experiences here ASAP.
Will Haps be opening cafes anytime soon? I love that question. I don't think we're quite there yet, but where would our first location be? I guess it'd be in LA somewhere, huh?
Yeah, with super fast internet and different sets for people to live broadcast in.
Cool idea.
Congratulations, though. Let's see. Yeah, if you got a hoodie, it'll be on its way here in the near future. We will be sending out a form for you all to fill out and provide us those details.
Would have to be a cafe here in Montreal. Okay, duly noted. We'll forward that on to Mark, our CEO. I'm sure that'll be in the business plan. Nice. Cheers from Motor City, says John. Hey, thanks for joining us. All these new faces, so great to see you here. Welcome, especially to you folks. Let us know if you have any questions about the Haps platform. We're here to answer them.
Yeah, we got a couple questions here about Haps merch and if we're going to be selling it. I don't want to speak for certain, but there are talks and plans to potentially open up a online store so that you can order the merch yourselves directly. Although I feel like it has to be different because those that took advantage of the leaderboard should probably have the unique stuff.
Yeah, still, details yet to come, but certainly want to make it more accessible. And yeah, maybe I'll get some Haps swag if I order some from a store that we create, because it's clearly not happening anytime soon otherwise. But yes, we will keep you updated on that. Lost TV, great to see you here. I've loved your broadcast recently. Congrats on being a broadcaster of the week on Friday. Will Haps make a push to try and get users who aren't on stream platforms already to join Haps? Yes, absolutely, we will be. We have big plans for this year, some really exciting announcements to come in the next few weeks here. Very excited about the future of Haps Lost, and thanks for joining. Feel free to email us with any questions. We'd love your help and support to bring in new users, new broadcasters, new viewers, all that.
Yep. See you later, Bernie. Hope you have a good day. Cecilia's asking, well, actually has an idea. Some sort of gesture, double type, swipe aside, or etc. for show comments on screen. That's a really good idea. If we can build that in as an easy way for users to move the comments out of the way, we'll definitely put that in our request. Thank you. Oh, Harvard Journal. I did see your comment about trending. I just couldn't get to it. Essentially, what's happening for the trending tab, how you get on there is essentially reactions, comments, awards, views, and so on. So more of like that typical algorithm type stuff that you're used to seeing. But yeah.
Sorry to distract.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
Hey, if we have mugs, why not partner with the Marriott or perhaps,
Yeah. Back to the topic at hand. Elena's asking, where do you find the trending list? I can't find it. So if you're on mobile, if you go to your feed, at the very top, there's a My Feed or trending option. Go ahead and hit trending, and then you'll see some other live broadcasts that aren't in your My Feed that are from users that you could potentially then follow. Andrew, were you on the leaderboard for March or April? Curious. Otherwise, yeah, we have gotten questions like, when will I get my Haps merch? Everyone else has theirs. Just to clarify, people that are getting their Haps merch are not buying it. They're not getting it, besides the fact that they were on the leaderboard for March or April. So we're not just sending it to like VIPers or anything like that. It's mostly just if you were on the leaderboard, you get it, and a Haps team is going to get a few things as well whenever I feel like shipping it to Peter. And he goes bye-bye. That's fine. We can take over from here.
Just had to hide my tears here behind the scenes. Probably, what do you mean by flagship devices? Curious.
I can't get you back on screen because you turned it off. So I think you have to click it back on.
Oh, really? Okay, here we go. Bam! Sorry, guys, I'm back.
That's an interesting bug.
Let's see here. Don't forget to expand the trending list too. Yeah, definitely. We'll be making a lot of changes to search and discovery. Those are actually not that far off. No clear exact timeline we can't say until it's right around the corner, guys, but we've seen some very cool mock-ups for new designs, user experience stuff, for pretty much every aspect of the platform, and looking very cool. Wish we could give some sneak peeks, but probably won't be for a while. Definitely on our list though. Idea, link for follow, etc. Thanks for the idea, Cecilia. Appreciate that. We do have a unique invite link that's in your profile, by the way, which you should probably be using. Yeah, we don't have
the follow. The current invite link, what it does is if someone signs up with that invite link, they will automatically follow you from the moment they create their account. So it's haps.tv/invite, right? Or /@ your username, then /invite.
I think it's haps.tv/invite/username.
Yeah, that sounds right. So that's a good way to get people to sign up, because they will automatically be subscribed to you.
And they'll get some free coins. So it's a nice perk for them to sign up that way. They'll get, a little bit of padding of their Haps account to support other broadcasters. So including you, actually.
Yeah, and we have the idea of the day, brand new idea from Andrew, a list of all the viewers in the broadcast.
Okay. Don't have anything else to say. It's on the list.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Andrew.
Who gets the money if I purchase coins from the main page so I get more coins from my account? Not sure what you mean by that. Who gets the money?
Yeah. Matt, the way that coins work right now is there's a certain percentage for dollar. To be completely blunt, the percentage of that doesn't go to Haps. The percentage of that goes to each individual app stores for processing, whether it be Android Play or App Store and iOS. So that's how that's being divided up. Kim, not sure why you're typing in Spanish, but that makes it difficult for everyone else too. But to answer your question, no, I don't think we ever publicly announced that you can only win the invite leaderboard once. And as far as I'm concerned, I think this is the last time the leaderboard is happening, so I don't think it will be coming back for May. So just a heads up for everyone to not expect the May leaderboard to be populating anytime soon.
Right. Oh, wow. And I'm lagging.
Yeah, frame dropping like crazy there, bud.
Let me exit and come back real quick.
Cool. Any plans to get comments in Seek on replays? Yeah, so that has been brought up before, and we're hoping to eventually get to that point where as you're watching a replay, the comments will appear as they appeared in the live broadcast. Thanks for asking that, Julia. Doe, I'm getting warmer to the idea of the list of people in a broadcast, or else I just need to stop talking about Pablo when I think he's not there. Got it. Yeah. Well, Doe, if anyone tags me, you should know that I'm probably there by now. Sadie, coin sale anytime soon? Not that I'm aware of. We did ask, and there isn't a coin sale coming up anytime soon.
Michelle's got a good question about the HAPS challenge. Is that coming back? Not currently in the near future, at least, but we'll definitely be doing some sort of future programs for challenges, as well as probably referral program of some sort. So keep an eye and ear out. We will definitely let you know, Michelle. Good question.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that is the broadcasting streak challenge that was 8 weeks long. So yeah, definitely be thinking about something here in the near future. Pablo is always there. He's like
less like Big Brother and more like Batman. When the signal goes up, like he's always watching. And
less like Big Brother, more like Batman. I don't think if I want to be Batman, because
jump out the door.
He doesn't follow any legal processes. So so it's Peter Robin. Yep. No, actually, yeah, Batman's great.
I shouldn't use that metaphor because I definitely wouldn't be the sidekick in this scenario. I would absolutely be the or probably just a separate superhero entirely, probably like Superman, since I'm already sporting my red. This could turn into a cape. Just saying, guys. But yeah, Pablo's got your back when you need him, definitely.
Kim, that's a great question. So essentially what we want to implement is something like a viewer award for those of you that are not broadcasters but enjoy watching broadcasts and supporting broadcasts, whether it be something along the lines of like top fan or something like that. Definitely thinking about how we can better show appreciation to the users of the platform that are just watching and participating in dialogue and comments. Yeah, so Lizzie, the monthly referral challenge is not going to come back. We've taken everyone's feedback. We've kind of assessed the how it's going for everyone, and decided that we should probably think of a new idea for the next time, which we've been doing, right? We had the broadcasting streak challenge, which started back in April for 8 weeks, or January. Then we did this invite challenge for 2 months. So we'll think of something and we'll let everyone know as soon as it's announced.
Yep. Peter is there too, just as much right now, but he's there, and that's always. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm also there. That is true. Although Pablo is there like the Flash. Maybe you'd be the Flash and I'd be Superman. How about that? See what I did there?
You reversed it.
Still need to be promoting HAPS everywhere to get more users on the app, says Doe. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We definitely have plans for that. And we appreciate everyone helping to get the word out. And sharing those invite links is a great way. So go to your profile, post that on your social media, regardless of, whether there's a challenge or not. We'd appreciate you bringing new folks in. There's lots of exciting changes and improvements coming very soon. So it's a great time to join in the HAPS journey, or saga, as it were.
Yeah. So John, Will you ever put Haps on Apple TV? Yes, there is a goal to get Haps on TV apps. We don't know when that'll come because it's not super high on the list because of other more important and more user-friendly updates that need to be done, but we will get there, and that is definitely on something that we want. Alrighty. Yeah, I've heard you. I've seen your Strava, Mr. Bao, that you still have snow. That is very impressive to you all. Our mountain bike parks in the mountains are opening up already, so that gives you an indication of our huge weather differences. And hopefully I can get Peter to come out to California and experience some of the mountain bike tracks out here.
That'd be pretty nice. Maybe I could use the one on the left over there behind you. I guess it's your right.
Yeah.
The big tires there.
That's technically my brother's bike, but I'm sure he can let you borrow it.
Nice. I like your brother already. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's funny because his name is Pedro, which is Peter in Spanish.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Right on.
You guys will get right along. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, Lizzie, I'll definitely check that out. Thanks for letting us know. And on that front, we'll go ahead and hop off for today. Tomorrow we'll be back for Tutorial Tuesday. If you have any suggestions or questions of anything on the platform that you'd really like to get an explanation of, please feel free to email me at pdelahoya@haps.tv or just comment here, and I'll take a look and see if there's anything that we can make for tomorrow. Otherwise, it'll probably be just kind of a Q&A session, but more of a tech-related Q&A session so that we can go over, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Good deal. Time to feed your dogs. I can hear the commotion in the background already.
They're already coming in to check in. When is it time to eat?
Nice. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We will see you tomorrow, and have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, wherever it is. Thanks for joining us.
Cool. See y'all.
Cheerio.